Hello and welcome to the English Pod community. I'm Mina, your host. If you're new here, we upload daily listening episodes to help you become fluent in English. Every episode is designed to help you speak naturally and confidently. Today's topic is daily English listening. Become a fluent speaker, learn English with podcast. Lily was a curious girl. She loved walking, exploring, and noticing small things that others ignored. Every day after school, she wandered through the streets of her town. She noticed birds singing on rooftops, cats sleeping in sunlit corners, and small flowers growing through cracks in the pavement. She always carried a small notebook to write down her thoughts and draw the interesting things she saw. The wind felt warm on her face, and she loved the smell of fresh bread from the bakery near the park. "I wonder what's over there," Lily whispered to herself one sunny afternoon. She decided to explore a part of the town she had never visited before. She walked slowly, enjoying the soft sound of leaves rustling and the distant laughter of children playing. The air smelled like fresh grass, and she could hear the faint sound of water from a small fountain in the park. Then, behind some tall trees, she saw something unusual, a small old gate, covered with vines and moss. It looked mysterious, almost magical. Lily felt her heart beat faster. She wondered, what could be behind it? Could it be a secret garden? The gate was locked, and the lock looked old and rusty. Lily felt a little disappointed. She wanted to see what was inside. She touched the gate carefully and noticed a tiny hole in the fence. She crouched down and looked through it. The sight took her breath away. Behind the gate was a beautiful garden. Bright red roses, yellow sunflowers, purple tulips, and pink daisies filled the space. A small pond reflected the sunlight, and ducks floated calmly on the water. Bees flew from flower to flower, and butterflies danced in the air. The garden looked alive, and Lily felt a strange warmth in her heart. Every day after school, Lily returned to the gate. She watched quietly from outside. Every day the garden looked different. One day, a new flower bloomed near the pond. Another day, she saw a bird building a nest in a tree. She imagined magical animals hiding among the plants. She wrote notes and drew tiny sketches in her notebook. Sometimes, she pretended the garden was a magical kingdom where fairies talked to birds and flowers whispered secrets. Even when it rained, Lily visited the gate. She loved the smell of wet soil and flowers. Raindrops created small puddles, reflecting the trees and sky. The garden looked calm and peaceful, even in the rain. She imagined tiny fairies dancing on the flowers and singing songs for the animals. Sometimes she counted raindrops as they fell, or watched the reflection of the trees in the water. One sunny morning, Lily discovered a small broken part of the fence that allowed her to slip inside the garden. She stepped carefully, touching the soft grass, and felt nervous, but very excited. The air smelled fresh and sweet, like flowers and wet earth. She walked slowly, noticing every detail: the small pond with ducks, the oak tree with a strong trunk, and a bench perfect for sitting and dreaming. She spent hours exploring. She drew pictures, wrote stories about magical adventures, and gave names to the flowers. She watched bees and butterflies flying from flower to flower. She noticed tiny frogs near the pond and small insects crawling on leaves. The garden became her secret place, a world of imagination and joy, a place she could escape when she wanted peace. One day, while exploring a far corner of the garden, Lily discovered a small hidden gate. It led to a tiny corner, full of stones, small plants, and a little wooden path. She decided to take care of it. She planted seeds, arranged stones, and cleaned small areas. She felt proud of her work. The garden was alive, and she realized she could make it even more beautiful. She spent many afternoons watering plants, moving fallen leaves, and watching the changes slowly happen. Weeks passed. Lily observed the changes in the garden. Flowers grew taller, bees arrived more often, and butterflies danced in the sunlight. She noticed small insects she had never seen before. The garden taught her patience. She learned that small actions, repeated every day, create something amazing. She also learned to pay attention to details and enjoy little surprises. She spent many afternoons watering plants, moving fallen leaves, and watching the changes slowly happen. Weeks passed. Lily observed the changes in the garden. Flowers grew taller, bees arrived more often, and butterflies danced in the sunlight. She noticed small insects she had never seen before. The garden taught her patience. She learned that small actions, repeated every day, create something amazing. She also learned to pay attention to details and enjoy little surprises. Soon, other children noticed the garden from outside. Lily invited a few of them to join her. She showed them the flowers, the pond, and the hidden corner. They played gently, laughed, and explored with care. Lily realized that sharing her secret garden brought happiness not only to herself, but also to others. She taught her friends how to observe nature, be careful, and appreciate small details. Every visit became a new adventure for the group, filled with laughter and imagination. Time passed, and the seasons changed. In autumn, the leaves turned orange, red, and yellow. Lily collected some and pressed them in her notebook. She watched squirrels collecting nuts and birds searching for food. She loved the crisp smell of autumn leaves and the soft sound of wind moving through the trees. In winter, the pond froze and snow covered the garden. Lily brought food for birds and made small paths in the snow so they could find seeds and berries. She built a little snow seat near the oak tree and imagined tiny animals having parties in the snow. In spring, flowers bloomed again. The garden was full of colors, and the air smelled fresh and sweet. Bees, butterflies, and birds returned. Lily felt proud to see the garden grow and change with the seasons. Every visit, Lily noticed tiny details, the way sunlight reflected on the water, the soft rustle of leaves, the sound of a bird calling, or the smell of fresh flowers. She wrote poems about these moments, drew detailed pictures, and sometimes simply sat quietly, feeling peaceful. She imagined magical stories for the garden, fairies, talking flowers, and hidden treasures. The garden became part of Lily's life. She promised to visit it every week, to care for it, and to enjoy every small detail. She knew that adventures were everywhere, sometimes behind an old gate, sometimes in a small corner of the world. Lily understood that curiosity is powerful. It can lead to new discoveries, magical experiences, and unforgettable memories. Lily felt happy, confident, and calm in her secret garden. The garden was her world of imagination, learning, and peace. Every visit brought her joy and new ideas. Sometimes she wrote poems, sometimes she drew pictures, and sometimes she simply sat and listened to the sounds of nature. She felt a deep connection with the flowers, the trees, the birds, and even the small insects. She knew that adventures were everywhere. You just need to be curious, brave, and careful. You never know what beauty and happiness you will find. And every day, Lily reminded herself to look closely, explore patiently, and enjoy all the small surprises that life can offer. The secret garden was not just a place, it was a feeling of happiness, peace, and endless discovery.